What's up, guys? All muscle. Yeah, we're getting into it pretty deep today. We finally got some nice weather. We still got some remnants of some rain. We had rain for the past couple days, 2-3 days. Wanted to show you the CL real quick. This is the product, or the vehicle now. This is almost the finished product, I would say, but we're still working on it. We've got some lineup stuff to do on these headlights and the front bumper still. As far as as far as the last time you've seen it, I think the motor was out of it. It was sitting still on the ground. The motor and trans were still out of there. A lot of the suspension stuff was still out of it. So right now, we've got the whole front end installed. Obviously, as you can see, the engine and trans is already in it. The car is currently running. It's standing on its correct suspension, which is the ABC. When I first got the car, it had just, I think it was a Strutmaster setup, and somebody had removed the complete system with the pump. They actually had the pump on a different type of style. It wasn't the tandem power steering. It was just a power steering pump. This pump here actually controls the power steering and the hydraulic suspension. So that was completely all removed. The car is all back to basically how it would have came from the factory. The wheels and tire package, same. It had a different wheel and tire package. Actually, the wheel and tires on this car were ridiculously oversized, and it happened to cause, on this side, it happened to cause a tear in the quarter. This is an aluminum quarter, so that I'm just gonna have to deal with that there. But other than that, the car right now, like I said, is sitting on the suspension. Right now it's on sport mode. The ride height is set at sport mode. The exhaust system, somebody went and cut off the mufflers and the resonators and tried to make this thing sound like an old muscle car or old Chevelle or something, and that's not the type of sound that I'm looking for out of my AMG car. So I'm gonna have to source out what I'm looking for. I'm gonna have to source out a exhaust system, and then obviously, as you can see here, a windshield. The windshield was shattered in here when we got the car. It looked like somebody hit it right in that area. And then we went in and removed the windshield. Right now the windshield's just sitting here. The last part that's being held is the top part, so that way it doesn't slide down. But anyways, the windshield, we went in here and cut the windshield out. As you can see, it damaged the windshield further. So once we secure, I might buy another parts unit for this particular vehicle, because these windshields are a little hard to come by, and that exhaust system is extremely hard to come by as far as the factory unit. I found several of them. This is the AMG style quad tip exhaust. I found several of them, and it's actually specific to the CL. You can't get them off of any other vehicle. They're stamped with the 215 chassis code part number on the bottom of the AMG exhaust mufflers, and they're actually specific, like the E-Class mufflers and all that. They won't work. This is another AMG car, same thing, quad tips, just like that. But the muffler and the exhaust system is basically specifically built per vehicle. So anyways, the sourcing of that is pretty hard, because the ones I've been finding are Midwest, back east, and they don't look too hot. They're rusted out and raggedy looking. So I don't want to put that on there. So I'm gonna try to source that if I can with the windshield. If not, then I'm gonna have to end up buying another CL, possibly a salvage one. More than likely it'll be a salvage one. That way I'm not going to be taking apart a car that's fully buildable or could be roadworthy. But anyways, we've got the car pretty much sitting there. It's almost lined up. As soon as we line up the headlights here, the headlights still need a little bit of adjustment. This one actually looks pretty damn good. I think we might have to pick it up just a little bit. But anyways, we'll be putting on the front bumper, and I think that's going to be a wrap for the front end. And then then we'll be just waiting on the front windshield, I'll have to put this car off to the side, obviously, until I source those things out. And then in the meantime, we'll be doing a carpet kit. I have another carpet that is actually from another really nice CL500. We'll be pulling out the seats and replacing the carpet, and then some other minor little things inside the interior. But as for the interior is actually in pretty damn good condition. It's I'll show you that a little bit later. I'm not going to get into that right now, but once we get into the interior, we'll do that. But anyways, that's it for this one. We're going to be putting on today probably the rockers. This one here is pretty dirty, so we're going to get in here and clean this all up. This rocker is going to be the passenger side rocker. Let me show you. There's no rocker on it now. The one that was on the car was destroyed in the accident. So we had that rocker from the other CL parts car that we had. Luckily, again, the parts car was actually silver, so it matches the color already, and it was actually had the AMG Sport package, which included these rims. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to have the factory wheels for this car or the rockers. We're also going to have to replace this rocker as well. It's got a couple tears in it. It's got a tear down here and then a tear here, which aren't really too visible, and they're probably repairable to nice solid state. But we already have a rocker here that's in mint condition, so we're gonna go ahead and replace that. Again, we have the power plant for the CL500, and this is a 95,000 mile setup. It's got the 7-speed trans in it. A really nice combination. I'm letting this go real cheap. You guys, if anybody needs it, just send me a message. I'll give you a quote on it. Anyways, but I think that's it for now. Here's the front bumper that came on the vehicle. This one's all stripped out. As you can see, none of the trimmings in here, but we have a complete setup that has all the trimming in it and everything. The bumper is actually in pretty damn good condition with all the bezels and everything in it. This one has actually suffered some damage, and looked like somebody tried to repair it on the inside there and did a pretty terrible job. But anyways, that's I think that's about it for now. Actually, if you're seeing any of my other videos, you saw that I had ended up picking up this CDI here. Well, this guy here had a hole. He had a hole in the engine, literally a hole in the block. This one here, this power plant's ready to get pulled out. It's just sitting there on the subframe. Basically, everything's just waiting for a cherry picker to come get it. We'll be doing that here. And then this is my parts car in order to repair that vehicle. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to make another separate video series on that. There was already a video that I had made mentioning that the hole in the block was on that vehicle. And if you could give you a little preview here, this is these are some of the parts off the side of the block. So yeah, we'll do a video on that, and I'll show you guys that here in depth. Also picked up a 250. Actually, that's a 350 truck, and it's a 4-wheel drive with a 6-liter, and that guy is shooting water or coolant currently out of the exhaust. So we're gonna have to figure that guy out also. He's gonna need some tires and wheels, and I don't know, a windshield or some other stuff there, but we'll get him cleaned up, and we'll do some videos on that. But anyways, this is it for right now. Just after a fresh rain. It smells good out here in Southern California, real fresh. We're up here at a higher elevation too, so it's nice and crispy out here. Perfect day for some automotive type work. But anyways, we'll keep you guys posted. You guys be cool, be safe, and get back to work. Take care.